How do you gain an advantage by doing a commercial conversion project over a new build project in the same town? My name is Ritchie Clapson. I'm a chartered structural engineer. I've been in the property industry over 40 years. And I'm going to tell you in today's video why you have a big advantage if you're converting commercial buildings into residential compared to perhaps Barratt's, Persimmon or Bellway, whoever, who are building brand new developments which are all the same. How is that possible? You might actually think maybe the Barratt's, the Persimmon, the Bellway that's building the brand new block of flats is going to have the advantage. Well, think about it. What do we all want in our life? We all want something that's interesting, don't we? We don't want the same as someone else. I mean, do you remember the sort of Model T? Henry Ford built the Model T. It was available in a variation of colours, providing it was black. Everyone had the same car. Well, what do people want to do with their cars? They want variety. They love the fact that they can bespoke a car. I think Mini or BMW were famous for doing that, of adding all the extras on, particularly when they say reinvented the Mini. You can have all sorts of different stripes and colours and bits and pieces to make it your own. We like to make stuff our own. We like to be individual, don't we? Do you? I guess you do. So think about it. Barratt's, Persimmon, Bellway, they're going to build ourselves a block of flats. The block of flats are there. We get a choice, or customers get a choice, to go and buy one of those flats. But whether you buy the flat in block 1, block 2, block 3, block 4, or whether you buy the flat that's being developed in Oxford, Bristol, Newcastle, it's probably exactly the same. They have what generally is called a cookie cutter model. They basically have a development process where they build fundamentally the same units throughout the country. You look at the houses, they're called the Balmoral, the Westminster. You've probably seen it. They're very similar houses. And I've been around so many new build schemes over the years. And you can see, it's just the house, it's different arrangement, or they flipped it, they've mirrored it. It's not a lot different. So actually, you all live in the same house. And flats are often even worse. They're just boxes. They're straightforward boxes with no real interest. Now get this. Think by comparison. You, as a potential small-scale developer, maybe you're going to convert a existing commercial building. Maybe you're going to convert, let's say, an industrial building. Now, an existing commercial building, an existing industrial building, well, do you know, the shape of that is often quite quirky. It's probably going to have a pitched roof. Maybe it's going to have some odd corners, some odd triangles. These buildings are often built in and around city centres. They're often built in and around sites where they've been extended and developed over the years. So they're not a regular grid box arrangement. That means there's variety. So when you know how to convert flats into an existing commercial building, pretty much all of those flats are different. Most of those flats are going to be different to the next. One might have a vaulted ceiling. One might have a flat ceiling. One might have an odd, quirky corner to the bedroom. One might have a Juliet balcony, the other one might not. One might have a step down between the lounge and the kitchen. One might not. All the flats are different. Even in a scheme that I produced not long ago, which was a 5-flat scheme, every single one of the 5 flats was fundamentally different. 2 of them have vaulted ceilings. One had a vaulted ceiling, had some storage area above the bathroom. One had a bigger shower. One had a courtyard. One didn't have a courtyard. One had a step up to the bedroom. One had a rather odd, quirky shaped sitting room. And interestingly enough, I remember taking around a lot of people that I knew, took certainly a few students around that project. And interestingly enough, everyone liked a different flat. There wasn't one flat that everyone went, oh, I love flat 1 or flat 3. No. Some people like flat 1, some people like flat 2, 3, 4 and 5. It's that individuality. Personally, I quite like flat 5 myself. Had a little triangular courtyard to it. I thought it was quite neat. Wasn't the biggest flat either. And so this variety that you can bring in, what does that do? Well, actually, it's going to stand you in good stead when you sell. Imagine in your town, in your city, in your area, you're going to actually put a development together. You're going to put together a 5-flat scheme. You've got 5 flats to sell, and you're up against Barratt's or Persimmon or Bellway. Maybe they're offering some nice incentives. Okay, maybe they're offering the choice of bathrooms and tiles. That's often what they do to try and get that variety in. But fundamentally, it's just a box like everything else. And maybe you're at the same price. Okay, maybe you are slightly more expensive. Maybe you are slightly smaller, but you've got individuality. Do you think that'll stand you in good stead? Well, I tell you, if you go and speak to your residential estate agents, more often than not, they would tell you it definitely will. And my experience in being in this industry over 40 years, it definitely does. So having that variety on a conversion project in each individual unit that you create can often give you a big advantage over the competition. The competition perhaps being the Barratts, the Bellway, the Persimmon, who are building the cookie cutter model. Why not get ahead? Why not do a commercial conversion? Hopefully that makes sense. Give us any comments below. Tell us if there's anything else you want me to comment on. And as always, please like and subscribe because you'll never miss another video.